contractor for any expenses related to the operation and maintenance of the aircraft. Because the aircraft is owned by FedEx, it may not be used by the contractor for any purpose other than necessary for operating FedEx feeder routes assigned to it. Outside the United States, contractors operating FedEx feeder routes may sometimes fly their own aircraft. In that case, the aircraft may not be in the FedEx feeder livery and the contractor may be able to carry cargo for other companies with the FedEx cargo. List of contract carriers. 1. ASL Airlines Ireland, largest contractor, European partner. 2. Airwork. 3. Baron Aviation Services. 4. Cargojet Airways. 5. Castle Air, regional routes in Western Canada. 6. Corporate Air. 7. CSA Air. 8. Empire Airlines. 9. IFL Group. 10. Merlin Airways. 11. Morningstar Air Express also operates mainline FedEx service within Canada. 12. Mountain Air Cargo. 13. Soline Air. 14. Swift Air. 15. West Air Incorporated. 16. Wiggins Airways. Environmental Initiatives, edit. Delivery Fleet, edit. In 2003, FedEx Express introduced hybrid electric forward/diesel trucks into its fleet. At the time, the company had hoped to replace its entire 30,000 W700 delivery truck fleet with the hybrid, but in June 2009, only 170 were on the road. 93 of these operated in the United States in New York, Tampa, Sacramento, and Washington, D.C., while the rest operated in Tokyo, Toronto, and Turin. FedEx blamed the low number on a lack of investment from other major companies in hybrid technology. It had hoped that other companies would order hybrid trucks, and that tax credits would be issued by the United States government to reduce the cost. FedEx claimed that the hybrid truck in the 2003 test decreased soot by 96% and emissions by 65%. It also claimed that the truck achieved more than 50% better fuel consumption while still having the same cargo capacity as a conventional truck. In 2009, FedEx Express partnered with Iveco and started a new test program of hybrid electric forward/diesel vans. The test program consisted of 10 hybrid vans deployed in the Italian cities of Milan and Turin. FedEx claimed the new vans would have a 26.5% reduction in fuel consumption and a decrease in carbon dioxide emissions of 7.5 tons when compared to FedEx's standard vehicle. The trial was set to conclude in May 2010 and FedEx would then evaluate if the vans should be deployed on a larger scale. In July 2009, FedEx Express partnered with Freightliner and Eaton Corporation to convert 92 delivery trucks into hybrids. The conversions boosted FedEx's fleet of hybrid electric vehicles by more than 50% to 264. The trucks were placed into service in California, in Los Angeles, San Diego and San Francisco. In November 2009, FedEx Express purchased 51 gasoline-electric hybrid vehicles from Azure Dynamics, to be put into service in the Bronx, New York City. The Bronx became FedEx's first all-hybrid station. The addition would bring FedEx Express fleet of hybrid electric and electric vehicles to 325. Aircraft modernization, edit. FedEx Express, like most cargo airlines, operates a fleet of older and less efficient aircraft when compared to passenger airlines. However, the company has been making an effort to phase out older aircraft, especially its trijets, and replace them with newer twinjet models. The Tri-J Boeing 727 was replaced in 2013 with the twinjet Boeing 757, which the company says is 47% more fuel efficient. Since 2013, FedEx has been purchasing new-built 767 and 777 freighters, taking advantage of lower pricing as Boeing worked to replace both models. The purchase set off a major shuffle in the FedEx fleet. The 777 aircraft have replaced the older Tri-J MD-11 on long-range, international routes, freeing up the MD-11 fleet to fly shorter routes. That move allowed the old Trijet DC-10 aircraft to be retired in 2023. The new planes also allowed the older, smaller Airbus A310 freighters to be retired in 2020. As more planes are delivered through 2025, FedEx plans to retire the remaining MD-11 aircraft, along with some Airbus A300 freighters. Major incidents and accidents, edit. Over the history of Federal Express and FedEx Express, there have been 8 incidents in its mainline fleet, plus an attempted hijacking, 2 deaths and 8 aircraft hull losses. This table only lists mainline fleet crashes that happened under FedEx Express direct operations, and does not list either crashes related to the FedEx feeder fleet, or incidents or accidents associated with the Flying Tiger line after its acquisition by Federal Express until its operations were fully merged with Federal Express. Flight number, date, registration, aircraft type, fatalities / occupants details. 705 the 7th of April, 1994 N306 FE McDonnell Douglas DC 10-30/4 Auburn Callaway, a Federal Express pilot, and former military pilot, facing possible termination for inconsistencies in his claimed prior experience, attempted to hijack the aircraft and crash it. He intended to make the crash appear as an accident in order for his family to receive his Federal Express insurance money. The crew of Flight 705 were able to subdue Callaway and land the aircraft safely. The crew's injuries disabled them from flying professionally ever again. Callaway was eventually sentenced to 2 life sentences in prison. The aircraft was repaired and returned to service. 1406 the 5th of September, 1996 N68055 McDonnell Douglas DC 10-10/5 bound for Logan International Airport. The aircraft experienced an in-flight fire in the cabin cargo compartment, and diverted to Stewart International Airport in Newburgh, New York to make an emergency landing. After landing, the fire consumed the aircraft. 14 the 31st of July, 1997 N611 FE McDonnell Douglas MD-11-0/5 arriving at Newark Liberty International Airport from Anchorage International Airport at the end of a scheduled flight. The number 3, right side, engine contacted the runway during a rough landing which caused the aircraft to flip over. The crew escaped through a cockpit window before the aircraft was destroyed in the ensuing fire. 87 the 17th of October, 1999 N581 FE McDonnell Douglas MD-11-0/2 upon landing at Subic Bay International Airport from Shanghai Hongqiao International Airport, the aircraft overran the whole length of the runway and plunged into the bay where it was completely submerged. It was subsequently written off. 1478 the 26th of July, 2002 N497 FE Boeing 727-232/3 on final approach to Tallahassee Regional Airport from Memphis International Airport. The aircraft's landing gear hit a tree about 70 feet, 21 m, high and 3,650 feet, 1,110 m. short of the runway, which caused it to crash into the trees and open field short of the runway into parked construction vehicles, coming to rest about 1,000 feet short of the runway and facing in the opposite direction of its flight path. The aircraft was destroyed in the ensuing fire. 647 the 18th of December, 2003 N364 FE McDonnell Douglas MD 10-10-0/7 after landing at Memphis International Airport from Metropolitan Oakland International Airport, the right main landing gear collapsed and caused the aircraft to veer off the runway. The aircraft was destroyed in the subsequent fire. 630 the 28th of July, 2006 N391 FE McDonnell Douglas MD 10-10-0/3 after landing at Memphis International Airport following a flight from Seattle Tacoma International Airport, the left main landing gear collapsed. Following the landing gear failure, the number 1, left side, engine contacted the runway and caused a small fire and structural damage to the aircraft. The aircraft was written off. 80 the 23rd of March, 2009 N526 FE McDonnell Douglas MD 11-2/2 the first fatal accident in the mainline history of FedEx Express. This aircraft suffered multiple bounced landings on its nose before crashing at Narita International Airport while landing in windy conditions. The aircraft touched down and bounced on its nose gear back into the air, coming down again on its nose gear before bouncing back up. The nose gear impacted one final time before the aircraft banked to the left and the wing clipped the ground. The aircraft burst into flames and came to rest upside down, killing both the captain and first officer, the only occupants. 910 the 28th of October, 2016 N370 FE McDonnell Douglas MD 10-10-0/2 upon landing on runway 10L at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport, the left engine caught fire on the landing roll. The port side gear then collapsed during the fire approximately 6,600 feet, 2,000 m, down the runway. The aircraft was written off. Northrop Grumman Guardian, edit. In 2003 FedEx Express partnered with the Department of Homeland Security and Northrop Grumman to develop and flight test an anti-missile system, the Northrop Grumman Guardian. It is intended that this system could be deployed on commercial airliners to protect them from terrorist attacks such as the attempted shoot-down of a DHL Airbus A300 in 2003. FedEx supplied an MD-11 and a leased 747 for the flight test phase. FedEx Express became the first air carrier to deploy the Guardian on a commercial flight in September 2006. When it equipped an MD-11 freighter with the pod. By December 2007, the company had 9 aircraft equipped with the system for further testing and evaluation. Because of the program's success, the U.S. Congress directed DHS to extend it to passenger-carrying aircraft. Sorting facilities, edit. Americas. 1 Brazil. 1 Campinas Brazilian hub. 2 Canada. 1 Toronto Pearson Canadian hub. 3 United States. 1 Anchorage, AK Transit hub. 2 Fort Worth, TX Southwest hub. 3 Greensboro, NC Mid-Atlantic hub. 4 Indianapolis, in National hub. 5 Miami, FL Latin America hub. 6 Memphis, TN World Super Hub. 7 Newark, NJ East Coast Hub. 8 Oakland, CA West Coast Hub. Asia. 1 China. 1 Guangzhou Asia Pacific Hub. 2 Shanghai Pudong Mainland China Hub. 2 India. 1 Bengaluru India. 3 Japan. 1 Osaka Kansai North Pacific Regional Hub. 2 Tokyo Narita. 4 Singapore. 1 Singapore South Pacific Regional Hub. 5 South Korea. 1 Seoul Incheon. 6 Taiwan. 1 Taipei Taoyuan. 7 United Arab Emirates. 1 Dubai International Middle East Hub. Europe. 1 France. 1 Paris Charles de Gaulle European Hub. 2 Belgium. 1 Liege, formerly operated by TNT Express. 3 Germany. 1 Cologne/Bonn. 4 United Kingdom. 1 London Stansted. See also, edit. 1 Air Transportation in the United States. 2 Aviation. 3 DHL Aviation. 4 FedEx Corporation. 5 List of airlines of the United States. 6 List of airports in the United States. 7 TNT Airways. 8 Transportation in the United States. 9 UPS Airlines. 10 USPS. References, edit.